Okay, making homemade bread. Never done it before, so I'm laying out my ingredients. I have got 3 tablespoons of sugar, 1 tablespoon of salt, 2 tablespoons of shortening, and I need 2 packets of regular or quick acting yeast, which I have. You keep it in the refrigerator or it will go bad. So let me get it here. 2 packets. Having difficulties. Here we go. So I got 3 here. I'm going to take 2 of them, which I have to cut. So that'll be for the yeast. And 2 1/4 cups of very warm water. To move my stuff over here, so I have my counter to use. So this is a 2-cup holder, and what I'm going to do with this is put it in the mic to warm it up. I will say maybe a minute. And the 1/4 cup I'll just leave cool because the rest of it will be warm. Let's see, we might as well take this out because I'm sure I'm going to need them. So I need a 1/4 cup. Now let me just grab the warm water. Yep, that's warm. Alrighty. Now, I'm going by, I bought this since it's my first time making bread. It's the gold medal bread flour. And on the back of it, it actually has the gold medal white bread recipe. So I'm going by this recipe to make my first bread. And the first thing it says on here is 6 to 7 cups of gold instant flour, which I'm going to put in here so I have all my ingredients out and then it can go according to the recipe itself. I like to lay out everything I need first and then go from the recipe step by step. That's 1, 2, 3, 4.
How many loaves are you making?
4, 5. Hold on. 6. I'm going to put 7 in just in case because I'm going to be working from this bowl into a different bowl anyway. So this is 7. Okay. It makes 2 loaves. So.
And you've got your glass loaf pans here.
Uh-huh. I do. Oh, I need this anyway. Silly me. Alrighty, now. I'm going to make sure it's airtight here because I need the recipe. So it says in large bowl. Stir 3 1/2 cups of flour, the sugar, the salt. Okay. So I'm going to be using the mixer here. So this is what I'm going to be using. And since I've had it stored, I'm just going to wipe it down because I haven't used it this year for too much.
Hold on.
Okay, there's a button here to lower this. There we go. I need to plug this in. Okay. have it facing this way. Okay, in large bowl, 3.5 cups of flour. So the one flour I have here, I'm going to put 3.5 cups. 2, 3, and this is a half cup. Half cup. The sugar. This is the sugar. The salt. And the shortening. And the yeast until well mixed. So I need 2 packets of the yeast. And it looks like, let me see what I can do here. I've never used yeast before, so this is all new to me as well. So I'm going to just open this up and put the yeast in. Here's 1. And it said I needed 2 packages.
Why all the flour in the bowl still?
I'll find out as I read along, I guess. That's all I can tell you. I'm following the recipe. I'm new at it, so it's how you learn, I guess. Okay, and here's the second package. And this is Rapid Rise Instant Yeast, fast acting. So when I went shopping, they told me this is the best kind to get, so that's what I got. For being a newbie at this, I figured, well, might as well get what I have to get and go with that. Okay, and here's the second one. Alright, that is all set. Now there's only, I'm just going to rip, if I can, this off, and the rest can go into the refrigerator. Alrighty, and mix well. So it's not going on the mixer yet, so what I'm going to do is mix well with just a spoon, just to mix well. That's all I'm doing. That way they're all mixed together. Because then I'm going to be adding water, and then that's when I'm going to put it on the mixer I have, which is the Sunbeam Mix Master. It's a Heritage series. It's pretty heavy and pretty sturdy, so put this on to the Sunbeam Mix Master because I'm going to be adding water right now. So right now it says add water and beat with electric mixer on low for 1 minute, scraping the bowl frequently.
I noticed you using the mixing beaters.
Yep.
You're not using the kneader
now.
beaters?
Not yet. I will be. Okay, on low. Scraping bowl, stir in enough remaining flour 1 cup at a time. So you stir in 1 cup at a time, remaining flour. And you scrape also at the same time.
Holy cow.
you have that on?
Yeah.
I'm going to change my beaters because it's getting a little thick and I don't want to burn out my motor here, so I'm going to change them to different beaters right now. Much better. Mixing, that's what I want, mixing. Okay, now that should be mixing better.
What does it want you to add flour until it has a different consistency?
Oh, I'm going to add the rest of this flour in this bowl. I'm just scraping down the sides of the bowl right now. That's all I'm doing.
How much does a bag of flour cost?
All depends what brand you get. This one here cost me about $3.50, $3.70. There's a much better bag you can get, which costs anywhere from $5 to $6.
And how much was the yeast?
The yeast was $1.99 for 3 packs.
It's expensive to make bread.
Oh, it all depends, because you can get 2 loaves out of 1 batter. So, it all depends.
This
really.
took about half a bag. It's gonna cost like $2 a loaf.
Not really. Not when you come down to it. Didn't take much sugar at all.
We gotta buy bigger bags.
You can. This is the first time I'm doing it, so I started small, really.
And I'm the one you experiment on. Oh my God, that thing is gonna.
I almost lost it from the vibrations. Kneading for about 10 minutes. I don't think I have to knead you at all. But I still have a cup to put in, you know. What do you think? Should I?
No, I think you should add it when you're kneading it on the table. Just knead it for some.
Yeah.
Like I said, we've never done this before, so
That's for sure.
might get ugly.
Might get ugly here. Well, there's some still in here too. See, it says to place it here. Place dough on lightly floured surface. Knead about 10 minutes or until dough is smooth and springy.
Okay.
Well, I think the
mixer did that.
I think the mixer did that a lot.
Okay. So let's skip to the next step.
Now I gotta let it sit here for 10 minutes.
Why?
Okay. Here's my light. Grease large bowl with shortening. Place dough in bowl. Turning dough and grease at all angles. Okay, so we'll do that. So this excess, I am gonna.
I would pour the excess into a little bowl.
I can do that. I've got another bowl for this. So I'm gonna grease this bowl right here.
Okay. So what are you using, Crisco?
Yep, I use butter flavored Crisco.
Do you think it's gonna rise in this bowl?
Yep.
How long does that usually take?
About an hour. But I can read the instructions as well. I don't want to take any second guesses here. I'm going to need it for this too. So let's see. Okay. Smooth and springy grease, large bowl, shortening. Place dough in bowl, turning dough and grease on all sides. Springy, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, so it's springy. So what we want to do is place this in here, and we want to turn it on all sides. I don't know how they do it, but that's what we're doing. I say particularly just, why don't we just grease the thing, you know?
You've never done this before, but you're improvising.
I'm improvising, you know?
How could you improvise if you've never done it before?
It's like, you know, how can you get it on all sides if it's, you know, it's kind of weird.
Okay.
You always improvise somewhere, you know? Okay.
It's going to be
it's
interesting.
on one side. Okay, there you go. One side's done. That's how I see it.
So what are you doing now?
I am going to put a towel, cover bowl loosely with plastic wrap, and let rise in warm place for 40 to 60 minutes or until dough has doubled the size. Oh, they don't want a towel, they want a plastic wrap. Okay, we can do that too. No biggie. Thank you.
Where would a warm place, just anywhere?
Keep it right here. Warm is out here in the kitchen. It usually is. Okay?
Alright, so we wait
We're
about
gonna
an
keep it
hour,
right here. Yeah.
and it should double in size.
Yep. And I'm gonna just, since I have this out already, just get these set and ready. Because this is where they're gonna go in. Get them prepared, and in the meantime, I'm gonna clean up this area, and we'll be on our way. Okay, we covered the dough. It's got to rise. I puttered the pans, or greased the pans. Been doing some cleanup, so we'll be back in an hour or so, and we'll go on from there. Okay, we punch to deflate. We're gonna cut in half. I need a little bit more flour. A little sticky, so this is what we're gonna do. Cut in half. And this is what we're gonna do, is put them into each. Bread pan that we're gonna use. Try to get them into there. Just adding a little flour to it. Let's see what we can do here. I'm gonna let these rise a little bit more. Just shape them into the size you want. Okay.
Do we have to cover them to rise more or no?
here to open. Edges, place seams down. To put a little butter on each of them. That's what I'm gonna do.
Once it rises, do you want to cut a slit on top to make it split top?
We could.
I guess that's the way you do it. It said to lightly butter it.
I'm lightly buttering it because I can use this after when it comes out.
Do you think the butter will make it give a golden top?
Yep, that's what it's for.
Okay.
Because you put the extra flour on it. So you don't want it to come out floury on top, you know.
Okay.
Okay, and then what we're gonna do here, it says, is cover it with plastic wrap and let it rise for 35 to 50 minutes now. And then right after that, we're gonna put it in the oven at 425 for 25 to 30 minutes. So it's got about another hour to rise, and then it goes in the oven. So I'm gonna put plastic on it. There we go, and it doesn't have to be on tight. It's just a matter of putting it on so that it can rise. Okay, while we have the bread rising, I found this at a yard sale. It's a Baker's Choice bread slicing guide. It's a perfect slice every time. So we're gonna use that when the bread comes out and cools. It's pretty nifty. This holds the bread. When you put the bread in, what it does is holds the bread back here, and you start slicing in between the little holes in here with your knife. So you get a perfect slice every time. And once it's cooled, we will experiment with it and show you how it works. Okay, bread is ready. Do you want me to slice it down the center?
Yeah. Slice it down the center. And what temperature did you preheat the oven?
425. Well, I think that might go down, so I don't know.
Yeah, let's see what happens anyway. Who knows? How long do we have to put it in the oven for?
I'll check on you in a sec. Okay, let's see. Bake 25 to 30 minutes until loaves are deep golden brown.
Okay.
And then we would brush some more butter on it and let them cool.
Okay.
Alright? Here we go.
Alright. So now for 25 minutes, we'll be in there.
Yes, sir.
So what are we going to do now?
We're going to wait 25 to 30 minutes and we'll be back. Okay, it's been 30 minutes.
When you open it up, inside you find marijuana. Not just a little bit, I'm talking about 7 pounds worth. That's exactly what happened to Pamela Marks right here in Florida. Marks and her family.
It's golden brown.
Golden brown.
She writes reviews online for a variety of family products. Usually towards
Okay. I want to flip them so they come out.
What she got was this, 7 pounds worth of marijuana.
Look at that. Look at that. Is that not nice or what? Nice. Now we're gonna let them cool a bit, and then we'll stick them in our cool little bread slicer. Wow, that smells good. For a first time, you did awesome. You did great.
I'm gonna just melt the butter and put some more butter on the top and let them cool.
All right.
I gotta wake something up because I'm stepping on water.
Okay, so we're using the bread slicer for the first time. Let me see. Get on this side here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here we go.
Do you think it's still too warm?
No, it's cutting. Here's one piece. Okay, and here's two pieces. So we're gonna cut right now and try them out. And you don't like the end pieces. Oops. I didn't cut all the way to the end. Sorry about that.
Okay. All right, we need some
I'll
butter.
get the butter out.
Yeah, some butter.
Well, we're gonna use margarine. It's still kind of warm here.
Yeah, probably should wait for it to cool down.
That's all right.
Okay, I'm gonna shut the camera off so I can eat my bread. Alrighty.
We're gonna use recycled bread bags. Once they're cool, I'm gonna cut them up and put them in here. That way they're sealed properly. And I can also freeze one if I have to. But I'm sure these two are gonna go fast.
Are we gonna cut them before we bag them or no?
Yes, I'm gonna cut them before we bag them.
Okay. All right. So that's it.
That's it.
We're done. Isn't that beautiful? And here goes the bread slicing.
I'm gonna use a sharp bread cutter anyway.
Okay.